All right, we're in session for the day. Don't see any changes to the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion we accept the agenda as posted.
We have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. First item on the agenda is recommendation to award juvenile detention flooring bid.
Good morning, Commissioner. Shanda Crystal, Purchasing and Economic Analyst. The item I have before you today, we went out for bid on May 24th to redo the flooring in the juvenile area of the detention center of our facility. So we were able to get 2 responses back. The first response back from Carpet Plus said they don't currently offer those services as we are looking to epoxy the floor. There are very few companies that do that. Let me back up. We did email 6 different companies that we had information on and then posted it on our website as well. So Carpet Plus did respond back that they appreciated the notification but that they don't offer those services. And our only responsive bid back is from a Rug Rat Flooring for $59,000. So this project will be paid for from school district funds. They have a little bit left in their 22 fiscal year budget that they're going to go ahead and pay for material from, and then they'll complete the project.
So, question. So you said epoxy the floors, like a full epoxy system, not just paint.
That is the way I understand.
Okay. And so you're now going to carpet and go with Rugrats, or?
No. So they have what I understand, like a subcontractor through them that does, this is what they do all day long.
Okay. Well, because I was going to say that now that if you went to a bid, if it was unresponsive, or, if that one wasn't there, there are other, there's several companies that are there that I can tell you right off the top of my head that if you need to have, instead of just going with that particular one, or if you want to work through if that one meets specifications.
So, right, so we were nervous, right, when it's a small response pool, but when we started asking different suppliers of epoxy and who they would go with, it came back with the same name time and time again.
Okay.
That is the only person that they would recommend going with, and it is who put in the bid through reference.
Okay.
So I do have a recommendation letter if the board would like to move in that direction, prepared and ready for signature.
Just a quick question on that. So are they going to go in and actually grind off the floor,
Yes.
and they will fill in, they'll put their epoxy fill, and then they'll put their top coat on. So it is a permanent bonded membrane. It's not,
Yes.
okay.
And they do have to move the juveniles out.
Okay.
So Seth
Yes,
has already
yes, they would
arranged
be.
that once all of everything is here and ready to go.
Do you know who the subcontractor was through them that they?
I have their card downstairs.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's okay.
But I do have it downstairs. But they will need to move the juveniles out, and Seth has arranged that with another facility. They are also working on the tightest time frame possible. So they'll wait till the materials arrive, because that has often been a struggle.
Yep.
Is those supply chains, and then make sure that the labor people are ready to go to make it the smallest time frame that we have to have the juveniles.
The good thing about this is this will be, you guys will never have to mess with this.
Yeah, I think the last time they did it, I was working back there 25 years ago.
And this is even the new system. That building will fall down, and they will rip out the concrete with the epoxy still on it. So.
Okay, motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we award the epoxy or the epoxying of the juvenile detention center floor to Rug Rat Flooring as presented.
Have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, our next item, signature on substance abuse block grant.
So Todd Mager with Juvenile Probation. I'm the Chief Juvenile Probation Officer. So I came to you in March requesting that we be allowed to submit a request for the substance abuse block grant. It's for our Families in Action program. We teach 6 cohorts of at-risk youth and families at our Youth Development Center each year. We've been applying for this grant since 2011. There haven't been much changes. We requested a little bit more money this year, but I think the book prices have gone up, and that's what it came to. That was the difference. But we are awarded the block grant in the amount of $11,203.79. So I'm here to ask for approval and a signature to accept the grant.
motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve grant authorized signatures presented.
Have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Todd?
Do you want this?
I'm
now?
gonna need to, I need to submit it to them.
Hand that around.
All right.
So do I need to make, you guys need copies of this?
Yes, please.
Davenport goes downstairs.
Downstairs? Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Budget request for Independence Day.
Yeehaw.
Hello.
Hi.
Scott Crowther, business director, or business manager and event director. So earlier this year, we met and we talked about the Independence Day celebration. We were approved a budget of $100,000. To this point, we've collected about $88,000 in sponsorships. But as with a lot of the sponsorship money's coming in there, sponsors are willing to donate for specific pieces of equipment, but we would have to rent them and then gain the sponsorship back, which just pushes our budget a little bit more than we had originally allocated. And so to stay on the safe side, I'd like to come and ask just for more spending authority, even though our intention is still to get that money back in sponsorship levels. So I can give you a little bit of an update on the types of things that we're doing. Up on the main soccer fields where the fireworks show will be displayed from, we're getting a stage with sound equipment, and we're going to have a local band come and perform for about 3 hours right up before the fireworks. That makes that area a little bit more
Happening.
Yeah, happening. It gives people a reason to be up there. It gives our vendors a little bit more of a reason to be up there. We're paying a little bit more for the DJ services. We presented that contract the other day, this year than we have in the past. But everything else is lining up pretty consistently with what we have in the past. We just don't want to, we're just right at that level where we may have to purchase more, but then we'll hopefully get the money brought back in sponsorship. So,
Well, we okayed the 100,000, right? And then you've already gained 88,000, so.
in
I
revenue
mean,
and sponsorship money.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I mean, to me, we're not
Yeah.
committing above the 100,000, but
No.
we are, but only because we can cover it.
We have to
And
approve to
the
spend.
thing is the goal is to have $0 come out of the county budget.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to be pretty close to that. We just have a few large level sponsors that we're reaching out to. And we had a lot of debate about this, right? Technically, the $100,000 could be the county's portion, but really we have to list out anything the county is going to buy. And then the money coming back in is kind of separate. And that's why we went itemized on this, which I think my goal is that about $115,000 should cover us. And we're pretty much finalized to this point. We just need to get some sponsorship stuff. But I can tell you that from talking to the people that are going to be sponsoring this year's event, they're really excited about it. And everything that we've talked about doing is making it phenomenal.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean, we're
If
covering
you're
it.
saying,
We're gonna have to do something
Yeah.
to get it done, so.
well, the whole thing is it comes back to just in the governmental accounting of, hey, this is your budgeted what's come in, but then you have additional things that are coming now that people want to give you money to spend. You have to have the authority to spend the money.
Yes.
That's all there's to it. So you're at 115 is what you're asking?
So yeah, we're currently at 100. I'd just like to have spending authority. We're sitting at about
108 's where we're at, right?
108 is where we're at right
Set
now.
it at 125.
The one thing that we did not include in there is the generators and the light plants. Part of the reason for that is that the light plants, we have one of our sponsors is trying to get the light plants and feels that we have got the light plants donated. The generators would be about, I don't know, we're probably around $1,000 for the generators. So that's why I went a little bit higher, was because we just didn't have that one. That stuff's not nailed down, so I'd rather err on the side of caution.
So you got KZBQ. Is Paul going to be on the field then and help
Yeah.
do all that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're going to be doing some live spots with Paul here soon.
No, he's actually, and the whole thing is he does really good. I mean, he's done it every year on that field. He's always there. He brings his own stuff.
Yep.
So I would probably say though, but instead of saying 108, I would actually, or 115, I'd say do it like 125. So you have, because you know you're going to have that last $5,000, and we're going to be in the middle of Board of Equalization, and you're going to be trying to figure out how to do it. And if you have the money to do it, then you do it. And if you don't have the money to do it, but you have that authority that if you can get the sponsorship to come in to do that.
Yeah. I don't say no to money.
Well, and if people are willing to give you money for our community to do something,
Yep.
to do this, that is not at the cost of the taxpayer, go ahead and do it.
For sure.
No, and like I say, you've already collected 88,000, so I think that's pretty good faith.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Mr. Chairman, I move that for the Independence Day expense budget be increased to $125,000.
Not an increase to 125,000.
Or spending authority
Increase
increase to
25,000 from where we.
total of 125,000.
Okay.
Thank you. That's what it made sense in my head.
I just wanted
Increased
it right on the record. not
two. There was a 2 in there.
225 is a lot of money.
125,000.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
I was like,
Thank you very much.
not by.
How's your
two.
week going?
Nancy, just
This
make
week.
sure that's really clear on the
There's
minutes.
a 2 in there. Underline 2.
The week it's going great. I mean, it's I think both in junior high rodeo and then also in high school rodeo, we've probably seen maybe a 5 to 10% uptick in participation. So we've got more people here this year than we had last year. Our staff is keeping up on our end of the deal, which is really nice. But it's just a great event. So we're excited to have.
Grass looks like
high
it's
school
green
in.
still up there.
It is, and we've got people working on that full time also.
Have we been able to get the mud holes?
Sometimes.
No, I was up there, where was I? We were up there for my kid and some other stuff, and that's one of the things we're probably gonna have to look at as soon as seasons. We probably should look at seeing if we can get some sod and sodding in some of those holes and blocking them off, because I think that's the only way you're gonna get some of those to ever, I don't know if you could seed them enough to get it without,
You're gonna have to put sod down, fill holes.
fill a couple of those, because there's 2 or 3 of the big ones that we're gonna have to just probably cut and
You're right.
section out,
Yeah,
so.
We're gonna be up there at 5:45 tonight.
I'll be there.
I'll try and be there. I don't know if I have to.
Or
I'm
at the grandstand.
Yeah. I'm the taxi service tonight, so I don't know if I can
Proclamation.
get all my taxiing done.
Great.
So,
Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
thank you, sir.
Next item is a signature on a public hearing notice.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the public hearing notices presented.
We have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye. It's so funny. They all wear cowboy hats. These 2 weeks.
Couldn't catch me dead in one. Well, if I had my grandpa's Stetson, I'd probably wear it. That's the only cowboy hat I'd ever wear.
And the last item on our agenda is a proclamation. This is a proclamation for Idaho High School Rodeo Week.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the proclamation as presented.
Have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
My grandpa had this, my step-grandpa, he had this, they won some big national finals, something or other. And so it was like a $1,000 Stetson. It's the only one I'd wear.
Well, with that being said,